Liz with Pampered Chef here again today, and I just want to show a super quick little tip to help with baking. And this is great for cake pans, brownie pans, muffin pans, loaf pans, any kind of baking that you're going to be doing. I know that we all like using the spray, like, the Pam kind of stuff. Or I was using Baker's Joy for a long time because it's already floured. The problem that I have with those is, one, the little spray nozzle gets gummy and gross, and two, they use propellant aerosols, and personally, I don't want those things on my food. So once I got with Pampered Chef, I started using my brush, my little basting brush, and just putting a little bit of oil in one of the 1-cup prep bowls and kind of painting inside whatever pan I was using. But then this spring we relaunched our oil spritzer. It's been totally redesigned, and it does not clog like the older one does. I never had the older one, but I had another oil spritzer from another company, and it was always clogging and getting gross. And so I'm going to try and do this one-handed. But so what's nice about this is it's a pump action. So to get it charged, you're just going to pump it like this, except using both hands. And so let me turn it around so that I can try to do this. I'm going to try and set this up here so that I can, let's see. This is creative, you guys. Okay, so you see, you just pump, and it usually takes 10 to 15 pumps, depending on how full your oil is. And so then normally I hold the baking pan, but again, so I'm going to prop it up and just spray inside all of the wells here. And propping it up like this, I think, makes it a little easier to get. Usually I can do a full pan with just one set of pumps, but given that I'm one-handed, I didn't pump totally. But propping it up like this makes it a little easier to get even the sides of the wells. And then, so this works great for a lot of things, just oiling. But when you're baking, brownies, cakes, breads particularly, you want it floured as well. And so for that, I use our little sifter thing. And I actually have two of these. One I keep flour in for flour like this. The other I keep powdered sugar in for, doing a little powdered sugar on stuff. It's nice for finishing off a cake or a pie or something like that sometimes. So I just take this little thing. It holds about 8 tablespoons. And then I just shake it over. And so now, bam! I have an oiled and floured brownie pan that is going to be perfect for my zucchini bread that I'm making today. And I always do this. I haven't even mixed up my batter or anything yet. I always do this before I mix that batter, because otherwise I forget, and then I put it in the oven, and then everything sticks. But yeah, so an easy way to get the same benefits of Pam or Baker's Joy. Just use our oil spritzer with whatever your favorite oil is. It works great with regular olive oil, vegetable oil. You can use our flavored oils in it, infused oils. You can also make your own infused oils in here, because this little thing is a filter. So you can put your oil in here and then put in, basil or oregano or whatever. If you're going to use garlic, though, I recommend using canola oil. so that it doesn't produce that bacteria that, for some reason, olive oil and garlic do together. But yeah, so just the oil spritzer and the little flour sugar sifter bottle thing. But it's super easy. You know exactly what you're putting into your food. You don't get those chemical propellants. And saves you money in the long run, because a Baker's Joy thing is like, I think $3 or $4, and you get several uses, but you're going to get a lot more use out of a refillable oil and refillable flour, because it's just a lot cheaper to buy that way. But I hope that this tip helps you guys out, because I know that it's not quite holiday baking season yet, but if you're like me, your zucchini is going crazy and it's time to make some zucchini bread. And I do like doing zucchini bread in the brownie pans, because then they're the perfect size. But as we get more towards the holidays, you guys, this tip is going to be super handy. It also works for cookie sheets if you want to use it for that. Typically with those I just oil, but or use our silicone baking mat. But for things that you can't use a baking mat or parchment or that kind of thing, this oil and flour is going to be the perfect, cost-effective and easy answer for you. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.